idea of Razum is sort of the same, uh, or feels the same to me out in the real world as having a PR department. Or, yeah, like what PR does in the world is, I think, what Razum is trying to do for me, for us, if you feel like this applies to you too. So, what my PR department does inside me is it quantifies everything. It takes in all of the images that come from the outside world, and the sound bites and the information in movies and films and conversations, and movies and films are the same thing. So there it is. Conversations, books, blah, blah, all that stuff, right? Fairy tales, old stories, everything. And it creates patterns, right? And its job is to make sure that I win, right? That I get elected, that I'm the candidate with the mostest. That's what my Razum, or my PR department, is trying to do for me. It's really not trying to destroy me. It's trying, in its own unique way, to create a sort of a invincible candidate. And the way that it does this for me is it looks at how people succeed out in the world, what looks like success, and then it tries to get me to match those standards. So let me give an example. How about this one? It's close to my heart: getting old or getting older, right? So my PR department, or my Razum, looks out at the world and it takes in all these messages, right? It takes in the messages that being old is embarrassing, it is dangerous, it is humiliating, old people are not, they don't matter, they are meaningless, they are disgusting, they are unattractive, they are without value, they are boring, they are weird, they are the antithesis of winning, right? So how do you win, according to Razum, as an old person? So you win by disappearing yourself, by becoming small, by staying at home. The old people who are acceptable are the ones who don't try anymore to be out there in the world, don't flaunt their vulnerability and their not fitting inness. You know, the way that you become a winning candidate is by erasing yourself little by little, by getting smaller and making things not matter, you know, until your little light becomes so small that when it goes out, you know, nobody notices. Maybe, you know, not even you, not even me. I mean, that's just what comes up for me in this moment. So, but my Razum, or my PR department, isn't doing that because it wants to hurt me, or because it hates me, or because it's scary. It's just trying to help me win in whatever way it knows how winning happens. So I really appreciate this opportunity to look into those messages and decide for myself in each situation whether or not that represents winning to me. You know, whether that's the kind of candidate I want to be in the world, you know, if that's how I want to present, if that's how I want to run my race.